Hey, welcome back to How to Barbecue Right. As you can see, I've got some beautiful pork chops today. These are dry-aged Compart Duroc rib chops, and the folks over at Compart are doing something really cool with these chops. They're dry-aging them much like they do beef, just for about 2 weeks. But the process is really making for a super tender pork. It's giving that flavor more richness, it's more full. It does taste like no other pork chop you've ever had. It's just incredible. And today what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get them in just a quick marinade. I'm kind of doing my play on a sweet and sour Hawaiian-style pork chop. We're gonna marinate them for about a half hour, get them out of the marinade, season them, get them out on the green egg. We're gonna sear them off, cook them to about 135 internal. Then we're gonna top them with this pineapple salsa that I'm gonna mix up. It's gonna be dynamite. So let's get that marinade process started. And all I'm doing is taking 4 of these big thick cut dry aged chops. I'm gonna drop them down in a Ziploc bag. So I'm gonna get this marinade on these chops. This is just one I picked up at the store. You can use whatever you want, but for this recipe, I'm trying to go with that sweet and sour flavors. And I found a Hawaiian marinade. On the ingredients, it's got some sugar in it, some vinegar, some soy sauce, some Worcestershire, and just a few seasonings. And that's what I wanna put on this pork. I just want to add some extra flavors to that dry-aged goodness of the Compart pork. So we got our marinade on. We'll get the bag closed up here. Toss it around a little bit so all these chops are covered. And this marinade only takes about 30 minutes. So we're going to stick it in the refrigerator just for a half hour. Come back, get it out of the marinade, and we'll season it up. I'll go ahead and get the grill fired up so we can get right to cooking. While the chops are marinating in the refrigerator, I'm gonna go ahead and put together this pineapple salsa that we're gonna serve when they get grilled. We're gonna start with about 1.5 cups of pineapple that I've just kind of chopped up, half a red bell pepper, about 1/4 cup of red onion, 1 clove of garlic, which chopped real fine. And then I did a whole serrano pepper, but I seeded it so it wouldn't be so hot, because you can watch the fire on some of these. If you like it hotter, leave the seeds and veins and all that in. Then we just wanna get it mixing. I want to get a little bit of lime juice in here. So I've got 2 limes. We're going to squeeze. Bring a little acidity to it. Let's cut 1 more lime here. Now I want to just season it with a little bit of AP, salt, pepper, and garlic. It doesn't need much, just to taste a little bit. Mix this up just a shot. I'm going to add, last but not least, a little cilantro. Really good flavor, goes great in salsas, and just chop it kind of fine. Just a few tablespoons if you're checking measuring with cilantro. Really fresh salsa. It's gonna go great with those grilled chops. A little sweet, a little heat from the pepper. Salsa just needs to hang out in the refrigerator for a little while. Get those chops out of the marinade about 15 more minutes. We'll be ready to show you how we're gonna grill them. Stick around. Okay, it's been 30 minutes on these chops in the marinade, so we're gonna get them out, get them seasoned up, ready for the big green egg. I'm just kind of getting any excess off of it. You don't have to worry about tooting them. It's okay if some of it's still on there. We're not drying them off or anything. We're just getting the excess off in the bag. The seasoning we're gonna use for them is just simple. It's with salt, pepper, and garlic, the recipe that you see me using all the time. And it's just basic flavors that really go great on just about any meat. So we're gonna season both sides of these chops with that all-purpose seasoning right on top of the marinade. It's okay to get a little messy. I'm just gonna flip them over by hand. There we go. Get that back side. I'm also gonna raise them up. Get that edge, because these are thick chops. I want them seasoned all the way around, even the bone. A little layer of fat there is real tasty when it grills up. All right, so we're ready for the grill. We'll go outside, get the egg fired up. I want to cook about 400 degrees today. We're just going to grill these off. It's going to take about 4 minutes each side since they're kind of thick. We'll put that twist on them like we do steaks so they get some really good grill marks. Right at the end, we're going to grill these pineapples to top them. We've got a little brown sugar here. Right before we put the pineapple on, we'll sprinkle brown sugar on one side, put it down, sprinkle the top side, give them just a few minutes to caramelize a little bit, release some of that flavor in that pineapple. It's going to be great on top of these chops. Show you how we're doing it as we get the grill fired up. All right, we're out here at the green egg. I've got it sitting at about 400 degrees. The top's open a little bit, and you can see the front here. I've just got it kind of about 1 or 2 inches open on the bottom, letting some airflow in. no deflector in here. I've got some grill grates so I can get those good grill marks. I'm just gonna get these chops right on the grill. All right, we're gonna set a timer for 2 minutes and I'm gonna give these chops a twist. Show you that in just a second. Let's get the lid closed, let them cook. All right, our eggs climb right back up to 400 degrees. It's been 2 minutes. I'm gonna give these chops a little twist here. We'll get some nice little grill marks on them. Close the lid, another 2 minutes. All right, time to flip these chops over. See how they're looking. Oh man, that's exactly how you want to see them. Great grill marks. We need another 2 minutes, then we're gonna twist them again. Nothing to it. All right, it's time for that last twist on these chops. Then we're just gonna make sure that internal temperature, about 130, 135, that's where we want them. Feeling great. Looking good too. 2 more minutes, we'll start checking that internal temperature, see if we want to take them off. All right, it's been the last 2 minutes. I just want to check these internal temperatures on these chops. Oh, they feel good, like 130. Right at 130. Need just a couple more degrees. Yeah, just a couple more degrees. They're right in that 130 range. I don't want to get them overdone. We'll close the lid just another minute. These are going to be perfect. We'll take them off there. I mean, I'm looking for 135s. I'm going to rest them about 10 minutes. They're going to carry up, and that's going to be perfect temperature. Right at that medium stage, you want to eat pork. It's going to be great. It's going to be juicy. Can't wait to try it. All right. Let's get these chops off. Whew. Man, those look awesome. Those grill grates do an outstanding job. That's a plate of pork chops there. Look, I'm gonna take these inside, let them rest for about 10 minutes. Just put a little loose piece of aluminum foil over them. You don't have to wrap them up tight. We'll come back and show you how we're gonna grill off those pineapples we're gonna top these chops with. Now I'm just getting a little brown sugar on these pineapple rings. We're gonna put these grill side down first while those chops are resting inside. Now just put a pinch of brown sugar on the outsides. Let's get the egg opened up here. Doesn't take long for these at all. We're just talking, you know, maybe a minute and a half each side. Come back with a little more brown sugar. That's gonna melt. Let me close this lid. And these pineapples taste great with those pork chops. If you have a kid that doesn't like to eat meat, you're making these pineapples, I promise you they'll eat anything. And those pineapples just need a minute. Twist them a little bit. All right, we're gonna flip these pineapples over. Sit on that side a few minutes. All right, these pineapples are done. It's only been, you know, total maybe 2.5, 3 minutes at the most. It's not rocket science here grilling these. We're just wanting to get some color on them. See how they look? I mean, that's perfect. Check each side. If you want to throw them back over, it doesn't hurt. Just want to make sure we got some char on them, some marks. That brown sugar's kind of melted a little, caramelized. It's going to give that pineapple some really fresh flavor. Anytime you warm something up like that, vegetables, fruit on a grill really brings some flavor to it. We'll take these inside, show you how we're going to get into that pork chop, dress these up, get some of that pineapple salsa we made, top them with that too. All right, well, we grilled these pineapples off. The chops were inside, just sitting here rested on the board, had a little bit of aluminum foil over. They're ready to go now, so they're ready to serve. I'm gonna show you how we do it. We're just gonna take this pineapple right over the top of each chop. Then we're gonna come back with that pineapple salsa that we made earlier. It's got those onions and red bell pepper, some of that serrano chili. We're just gonna put that right on it too, on each one. Just so it gets some of that flavor down on the chop when you're eating it. And that's how you can bring that platter to the table. Now I'm gonna get one off here because I gotta try it. So now's the best part. These chops are ready to serve, and I can't wait to get one off here, get it on my plate. Let's cut into it and see how they turned out today. I'm just going right for the middle. I want to bite with some of this salsa. Get a little bit of that off the top, a little bit of that pineapple on it. Look how juicy that bite is. That is awesome. That's some great flavor there. Pork's really rich, great flavor, great texture, it's juicy. That's what you want when you're grilling a pork chop. There's nothing like that compart pork on the planet. You can see it's just a slight pink tone, but it's cooked perfect medium. The pineapple really goes with it. Those flavors from the peppers and the onions and the lime makes a great pork chop. So let's talk about what we did. We started with the best pork chop you can get, those dry-aged compart rib chops. We put them in a marinade that we got at the store just for a half hour, seasoned them with some of that all-purpose rub, got them out on the green egg. You can cook them on any kind of grill you want, just need a real hot fire. It only took 8 minutes to grill them off, 4 on each side. Put those beautiful grill marks on it with those grill grates, so you gotta get a set of those. We took some fresh pineapple slices, sprinkled them with just a little bit of brown sugar on both sides, and while those chops were resting, we put those pineapples right on the grill grate. It only took about 1.5 minutes each side to get some caramel color on them, to get that grill flavor. Brought those inside. And you can't forget that salsa, that pineapple salsa we made to top these chops. It's real simple: red onion, red bell pepper, serrano chili, some pineapple chunks that we diced, and then we seasoned it with a little AP and some lime juice. It's that easy. Top that on top of these chops. It just screams summertime. If you're looking for something that's gonna be quick, one evening in summer, these are gonna impress your guests, impress your family. Kids are gonna love you to it too. Those pineapples caramelized like that's the ticket. It's almost like eating candy. Hey, if you like what we're doing, subscribe to our channel here at How to Barbecue Right. We love all the feedback, the comments. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. We're gonna keep these videos coming out, so keep checking us out. We'll see you next time.